Good afternoon, guys, and welcome to this price ladder debrief. Today I'm going to be running through a predominantly momentum as well as absorption play in the German Bund from a while back now. The specific date is the 27th of October 2016. First of all, I'm going to show you the chart of it just so you guys get an understanding of the actual significance of the day. So we had this initial day. The day we're actually looking at is this candle here. This big red one here. We have this huge trend line. It's dating back from a few months, but we also, more importantly, have this this is Brexit, and then we have the Brexit range that followed, and then this is us actually exiting the range. So just to give you guys an understanding of what sort of price action and how aggressive the momentum can be in the Bund when you have really key levels like this, and also just an understanding of how you can really maximize risk reward in these situations. You don't have to panic in these scenarios. Everyone thinks you have to be really sort of aggressive, and which you do have to be aggressive, but you know you can manage it really tight and have great risk reward on these trades. So let's get into the ladder. To start off with, the like I just said, this is going to be momentum slash absorption play. Predominantly momentum, but the absorption plays a big part in it as well. The pattern type I've said was it's a multi-day breakout. Hang on a second, my head is not working. I'm just having trouble here writing on the board, guys. Sorry. So like I said, we have a multi-day breakout. Should I just keep doing it? It was just start scribbling there. Should I just keep going? Should I start from this? Sorry about that, guys. So yeah, like I said, we have a momentum and absorption play. Like I said, it's a multi-day breakout. Predominantly, I'd say a trend breakout in the sense it's not so much a build-up of inside days or anything like that. It's just very congested trade that we've then left that area. It's a high volume, high velocity environment. Oh, sorry, no. The trading strategy I'm employing is sort of aggressive momentum play. It's as I'll explain it as we go through. But as you see, I'm really aggressive in this price action and how I go about executing. The ladder environment is high velocity slash high volume. You need this environment really for this type of play, purely because it's just how there's positions being liquidated and initiated in these huge areas. So it's you need to use the high auctioning speeds to get in and out of trades like this, and you want to be going on side quickly in these scenarios. You don't want to be sort of stalling and chopping around. You want to be seeing your trade go on side very quickly. And like I said, with the risk management, you can be really tight with it. I usually, for these types of trades, I have 3 to 8 ticks risk, depending on how, like I say, I'll explain it more as I get into the ladder. But you can be really tight on these trades and not have to give up too much risk. And then, like I say, with the reward, you'd be looking for 10 to 50 ticks on these sort of trades, especially when you understand how big an area it is, how far it should go, how quickly it should go. It just gives you an idea of the sort of parameters as to when there may be an extreme of, when the Bund's exhausted, which hopefully I'll be able to explain to you guys better in the video. So let's get on to the ladder. So as you see, I have the Bund here on the right, BTP and OAT on the left. You don't have to worry too much about that. But like you say here, with this low here that we put in is literally on the trend line, so around 92s. I just wanted you guys to watch how we start the trade as we rotate down into this area. As you see, we've had quite a lot of volume traded at this 93s, 94s, and then we load tick the 92s. So like you say, you're sort of expecting this load to go. You don't want to be, you want to be aggressive into this area. So like you say here, just as I get into this video, like I say, similar to my previous video, knowing the price action I want to see. So I'm looking for clips being lifted into the offer and then reloaded and then back into the bid. So you want to see aggressive sell side action, but also you want to see two-way trade. So you want to see buyers interacting with sellers. You don't want to just see it just going offered on nothing. You want to see big size coming into market and clipping. you know, against the bid. So yeah, that's right about that. Let me just get back to where we were. So like I say, here we go. So like I say, the size at the moment, big clips going through, 400 lot just trade at 96s, and then clip the 95s. So I should have been quicker on that in my own execution. So now I'm filled 95s. But like I said, the risk can be tight. I don't really want to see this trade back above 99s, 00s. As the nature of the trade, you want this to go on side relatively quickly. Again, you see the reloading and clip into the 94s. Watch again, we want to see any sort of reloading and then clip into 93s again. So as you see, the guy 240 lots traded and then hits 93s. Initiate, there's someone absorbing here and then initiating the short. It's not just a matter of someone absorbing, there's someone then coming to market and you know, and paying up at the lower prices. So again, you see, notice the reload here. I'm going to pause it for you guys. So we just reload the 93s, and I'm waiting for size to come through on. Why does he keep doing this? Why does he keep doing this? Sorry guys, I'm having a bit of a mare here. So like I say here, so watch as you see, so 94s get reloaded, he clips the 93s, and now you're watching the 90, this is what I mean, you can literally on these sort of plays, you can clip the low of the day, you can be aggressive at every price. So again, watching the 93s, someone's still sitting there absorbing, reloading, again big clips into 94s. Like I say guys, you can't be getting out of this trade, you can't even be thinking about getting this trade until we start to see bids above 98, 99, 99. See, and now I'm starting to get really aggressive here as the size starts coming in. So now my stop moves down a bit tighter, so I can have a tighter stop between say 95, 96, maybe I'll start scaling out. I won't take the full loser, but I'll definitely start scaling. And now watch here, the absorption at the low of the day, 340 lots getting reloaded and clipped again. Again, your stop can be tight on the 90s, so I've just clipped 90s, you can be tight on your stop, say 92s, 93s. Just watch how we start to trade through here, guys. There's no real sort of, you know, you'll start to sense the panic and you'll start to see where the real flow comes in. Again, look at the size being reloaded on the offer, and then it's clipped 400 lots there. Huge size going through at the lows of the days. Again, this is where you can't, like you said, you can really maximize risk on this, and you don't have to even be thinking about getting out in terms of, you know, there's still a huge seller in the market here being really aggressive. Again, look, nothing on the bid, nothing being lifted here and holding a bid. It's everything that gets lifted then gets instantly reloaded and clipped back down again. Again, size still going through. There's still an aggressor here. There's still someone here willing to sell at lower prices. No one can get above these 85s, 86s. You can be so tight with the risk here, guys, and not have to worry about, you know, scaling or you know, trying to even panicking. But, you know, although I'm doing it here, which is something I'll explain at the end of the video, you know, my scaling out isn't great in this video in terms of how I should be. You know, you should only really be, if you want to just from a point of view of bad execution, is my mouse position. My mouse position is hovering over the bid here. The only place you should be hovering over is this offer in this situation, guys. You know, like you say, just the chance to get away more size in such a, like I say, such a high velocity, high momentum environment. You don't want to be, like you say, you should be going on side so quickly and be going on side so aggressively. You shouldn't have to be worrying about, you know, scaling out or taking winners. You want to be with the aggressor, you want to be with the sell side action. Until that sell side action starts to run out, then you have to start thinking about it. But at this point, there's no indications as to me why I should be getting out. So like again, we'll see here. Just notice how the auctioning slowed down a tad, but look how much volume we've had traded here between 83s and 86s. Nearly 6,000 lots, 7,000 lots traded just at the 4 lowest prices of the day. As long as we keep accumulating in this area, like I said, you can't really be getting out. Like with the nature of the trade, your stop can go lower. So my stop says, you know, I'm not really thinking about getting out between 89s, 90s. Even if I was to take a scratch on this trade, which I wouldn't recommend doing. That's how tight your risk can be on this. You've worked to position into this. So again, you're seeing big clips being lifted, but then notice the reload, guys, these 87s, someone's still sitting here reloading. Any clips into 86s, a great place to add. And again, be tight with the risk. And you have to, as this is all going through your head, you need to be keeping, you know, the sort of pivots in your head. So where is the guy reloading? Where is the guy hitting? Where is the aggressor? Like you're saying, you're keeping your pivots in the ladder and understanding where you want to see price, where you don't want to see price, more importantly, with these trades. So again, 87s are still being reloaded. Notice the size coming through now, 284 lots just clipped and then reloaded at market, 86 is now offered. Notice, and then you see, like I say, this is important to understand the pivots, and now look at the size going through 86. The aggressor, the seller is stepping down at lower prices. He's not just selling at a higher price, he's then coming down and saying, yes, I want more. So again, watch the 84s now, more size coming through at 85s. Notice the reload at 85s, he stepped down again. So he started at 87s and now he's down at 85s, reloading, holding the offer. You know, there's no one here who's willing to lift at market. Notice how I clipped here, 84s. I chased that down a little bit, but it gave me the chance to get in. Watch as we flush through here. Again, 400 lots clipped at the low of the day. See, as we take out the stops, we blip down. My natural law of thumb is to cover some of my size on any blips in the bund, just because, you know, any sort of signs of exhaustion. But you know, that's why I say you keep the core position going. You don't ever have to scale out of your whole position. This is why working with more size, being able to clip into lows, being able to sort of be dynamic with your position is so important. It allows you to be dynamic in and out. It doesn't mean you just have to sit there and you know, be a binary position. You can sort of work your size, work how aggressive you want to be. So again, I've seen the stops come out. I've seen a bit of a splash. Looking now for more chances to reload. We're seeing offers being reloaded at 76, 77, 78. Can't get above this area. Look at this, 400 lots reloaded at the low of the day. Any size into there. It's 270 lot clips into the low, 73s. Notice the 800 lot now, paying up, chasing it down. A complete sell side aggression here, guys. There's no one in this market here looking to buy. Everyone here, this is where you see the panic. You see here another splash. You're seeing more panic, everyone covering. Like I said with the stops, I tried to cover most of my size into stops as a, you know, sort of sign of exhaustion. Actually, I'll let it run for a bit more. But you see what I mean by in terms of how tight you can be with the risk. Like you say, you can literally be looking for 10 to 50 ticks at a time. And I mean, I've never risked more than maybe 5 ticks. And the beauty of this trade is you can be so precise in knowing your stop. There's no sort of, there's no ifs or buts in this trade. It's so precise, so clean. And like you say, you know, we've gone from, where have we gone from? We've gone from around 96s all the way down to 69, no, even lower than that, around to 56s. So yeah, that's 40 ticks, you know, in a very clean sort of straight line in terms of it's very calculated. You can be aggressive into these lows. You can understand where the buyers and sellers interact and be really aggressive, guys. I mean, especially, and like I was saying, how my execution could have been so much better. I could have been so much more decisive. I could have been, you know, I could have scaled out in a much better way. You know, you don't have to scale out with your full clip. Scale out with 1s, 2s. You know, the minute you start scaling out with your full size, your full clip, you're just limiting yourself into your position and how you want to actually go about executing. But yeah, like I said, guys, sort of this sort of environment comes around sort of, you know, multi-day breaks, sort of key areas in the market, key areas where, you know, there's buyers and sellers who are, you know, there's interaction, there's clear, you know, below these levels or above these levels, there's going to be clear interaction between buyers and sellers. You want to have two-way trade, you want to have high auction, you want to have, you know, high velocity, high momentum environments to get this sort of size away. But yeah, I hope you guys found that useful. Like as you can see here, we have a website, email and Twitter for anyone that's interested in getting in contact with us. We also provide all these different courses for you guys. If this video sort of interested you into how we go about executing and learning, you can find more information on our website. But yeah, guys, other than that, thanks for tuning in, and I'm sure I'll be able to catch up with you guys soon. Thank you.